Alright, well, welcome to the final video in Leon's campaign. This is not the final video of Resident Evil 6. I've talked about this a lot of times, but I won't be doing all the campaigns. Like, after Leon's, the next thing I'm doing is not going to be Chris's campaign. I'm going to wait a little bit in between each, just so it's not Resident Evil 6 all the time.
Alright, we need to ground this asshole.
But this is the final boss of Leon's campaign. I think they should have quit while they were ahead. They should have ended with the T-Rex. The fly form is... it's just kind of annoying. Because he always kind of protects his weak point. Wow, great English there, me. He always covers his weak point. I think I was combining spot and point. So, you know, his weak point. It is creative. The way that you will eventually attack him is actually pretty cool. I will give it that. For now, it's just as easy as shoot him in his eyes, but you have to get him before he covers his eyes. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to shoot him, obviously. You can sneak in some attacks still. It's not that hard. This boss goes on for a little long, so I think I'm going to take this opportunity to talk about Leon's campaign overall. I said this pretty much right when we started, but Leon's campaign is, I think, the weakest out of the three main campaigns. I think it's better than Ada's, which is why I say the three main campaigns. Because out of Chris, Jake, and Leon, Leon's is the weakest, in my opinion. Chris and Jake's are really great. And here's what I was talking about. This is kind of unique. What you have to do is take these lightning rods, stick them in zombies, and then Simmons will pick up the zombies and kind of just electrocute himself. So, you know, good going there, Simmons. So, in that respect, I think this boss is actually pretty cool. But again, he goes on for a little too long, and they should have ended with the T-Rex. Just gonna put that out there. Leon's campaign is the only one where they really try and set up a creepy atmosphere and tone. It's the only one where zombies are present. It's the most classic Resident Evil campaign out of all four campaigns. And for that, I appreciate it, but I do like the tone of the other two campaigns much better than I do the other one, this one. I do like the story, you know, I like Helena as a character, I really do, and if they ever were to make, you know, further games, I hope she doesn't just disappear like the characters in Revelations, or, you know, Sheva. As much as I didn't like Sheva's AI, I did like her character, and I was kind of hoping that either her or Jill were going to be Chris's partner in this game. But, yeah, I hope Helena comes back. Simmons, he's an okay villain. He's not great. He's not, you know, he's nowhere near as good as Wesker. The other campaigns have better villains. Out of the 5 chapters that Leon has, I'd say I really like 2 of them. Well, I guess 3. I like his second level a lot. The one with the cathedral. I like the one with the giant mutant shark. I like 4 out of 5 of his chapters there. I like every one except for the first one. The first one just goes on too long. And you could make the argument that this one goes on for a little too long too, but you're at least doing interesting things. You're fighting a boss the entire time. So overall, I'd have to say Leon's is the weakest out of the 3. I still think it's better than Ada's, but Chris and Jake have a better campaign overall. But there is, you know, you can get I can find enjoyment out of Leon's campaign. Again, it's objective, you know, this is my own opinion. Voice acting wise, you know, I really like Matthew Mercer. I think he's my favorite Leon. I really love Laura Bailey as Helena. I think Helena's a great character. I've said this already, but I think she's great. I like the locations that Leon goes to. So overall, Leon's campaign is good, but compared to the others, I think it's the weakest. So that's really all I gotta say about Leon. This is kind of annoying because sometimes you have to kind of dodge things, and you can't really, you know, properly dodge things when you're carrying this big lightning rod. So he really doesn't want to get killed, you can tell. But you can't really blame the guy now, can you? And since I'm not playing this on veteran mode, this is going to go a lot smoother than the final boss of Resident Evil 5. I think Resident Evil 5 is still one of my favorite Let's Plays I've done on this channel, just because of how much energy I had. I was really excited for all of that, but the one regret I have is that I did it on veteran mode, because there were a lot of failures in that, and that's not what I'm about anymore. I don't leave in failures because it's LOL funny. That was the old me. The new me likes to do things competently. I'm surprised I didn't get hit when I said that. That seems to be my luck. I always say, like, I'm really good at this game, and then I get hit immediately. But yeah, this is definitely not as exciting as the T-Rex form of Simmons. And it goes on a little too long. As you can tell, I have problems with things in video games that go on a little too long. Because if it's fun and it goes on long, great, you know, that's awesome. But if it's not very fun, this is somewhat dull. And it goes on, you know, the majority of this final video is going to be this boss. Well, Simmons, gotta say, this was your own fault. This was your own doing, moron. Again, I really like the concept of using the lightning against him in this boss. I think it makes this really cool. Man, oh man. Would you believe me if I said he still wasn't dead? Oh man, Simmons, what the hell? This would not be a Resident Evil game if you didn't beat the final boss with a rocket launcher.
Helena!
Helena, get over here. I want to blow things up.
Here.
Okay, I got it.
This is the only campaign that ends with a rocket launcher finisher, which is, again, very classic Resident Evil. Every single game, or at least pretty much every single game, ends with the final boss being blown up with a rocket launcher. No lie this time. That's it. Goodbye, Simmons. It is fairly satisfying to watch him die, because we've been fighting him for like a good hour now. And if you didn't notice it before, it's gonna shove it right in your face. That room we were in when we were fighting him as a T-Rex is shaped like the Umbrella logo. Yeah, game, I get it. Umbrella. Neat. Move on.
That's for my sister.
And, you know, the president.
Come on. Let's get to the chopper.
So from here on out, it's pretty much cutscenes. So I just want to say thanks for watching. If you stuck around and watched this, I had fun. Hopefully anyone who watched had fun. And, see you when I eventually do Chris's campaign.
Is that Ada's? Leon, this is...
Evidence that proves Simmons' guilt.
Which means it will prove your innocence.
Our innocence.
I don't need it.
Helena.
Good news, Leon. We found a way to defeat the virus.
Copy that. We're on our way back. See you soon. Let's go.
It's time for me to take responsibility. Thank you. I'm ready. What? But I assisted in the attack.
The investigating commission have reviewed the evidence and feel it unjust to hold you liable for Simmons' crime. They will also not be disclosing their findings to the public.
But
The president would have done the same.
All right. Shall we go join the team?
Leon. For the next time you see her,